The airbase is fine. Stop asking questions answered by the title of my stream. The airbase is fine. There's no problem. Do you see any problem with my interceptors? They're all fine. Hello, everyone. How am I today? Thanks for asking. They're always asking, how is Pico Rush, but not why is Pico Rush?
Everything by the numbers.
Hi, everyone.
Everything by the numbers.
Fibulicious says, can we please have more furries with their 46-month sub? You can in OVA. Don't worry. Don't worry, we'll get there. You can't have them in XCOM 1. Sorry, the technology's not there. And then Furry Fan 420 salutes in the chat. Perfect. The perfect name. And you'll get the name of that last song. It's Without You by, I'm going to get it for you. It's Sebastian Gampel. It's Without You by featuring Tommy Reeve. You can check that one out. One before that is Fly For Your Life by Gunship. So, it's been a real story trying to get XCOM going. These last couple streams of mine, trying to get Long War going. It's been a real story. Luckily for you, it's a story we don't need to go into too much detail in here. That's the power of VODs, babe. You can just go check it out for yourself if you want to find out exactly what's going on. But basically, we have had some fucked up shit, and I McFucking had it. Across 3 days, spanning 3 days, me saying I've McFucking had it. Well, 2, I guess, unless you count the day, which I was. So, that's all behind us now. That's all behind us. We handled the one airbase defense mission you ever have to do in Long War, don't worry. And we'll never have to do another one, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. Everyone is alive. No one got wounded except for exhaustions. None of the interceptors are damaged. That's all you need to know, really. Everything's good. We're fine here. How are you? There's basically no impact. So now... And I feel like people are going to be listening to this who want to know the context and be like, Beagle, I understand what you're saying, but it really sounds like you're saying it in a way where like, no, but I'm being serious. I know I'm saying it that way, but I'm being serious. Nothing has gone wrong. It's all good. So, now it's going to be time for continuing this campaign, because continuing this campaign is the only way that this campaign ever ends. Long War does eventually have an endpoint. I'm running for it. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to finish this campaign. I've finished a Long War campaign once before. They say it can be done again. Like some kind of messed up prophecy. I'm stirring some chicken noodles for breakfast, because I couldn't be effed to make toast in the time that it would take. So, basically we just gotta keep on scanning. Do I have any other stuff I need to do here? I don't think so. I was just doing a, well, I was just doing that airbase defense. Sammy says, just imagine the defeat and pain Johnny Lump suffers every time you don't give up after a bullshit mission. Is that what you think? I had a dream that... Oh god. Is that what you think? I think I've said as much before. This is like a battle of wills between Johnny Lump and me. Which one of us will quit first? I mean, Johnny Lump's already set the time trial, the record. He's already finished working on Long War 1.0, right? It really doesn't matter what I do. If I can just get to the end of the campaign, I think it's a tie. I think if I try to play another one after this, I win. But I think it's a tie. If I get to the end of Long War 1.0, and I don't play another campaign, he doesn't make another patch, I think it's a tie. I think we both win. That's what a tie is. I had a dream that Johnny Lump was in chat. I had a dream that Johnny Lump was in chat in Long War. He was like talking about stuff. He was saying stuff like, "Oh yeah, sorry, like I didn't mean to like take all those years off your life. Sorry about your hair. Like, he wasn't literally saying these things, but he was basically like, that was the vibe of like, oh yeah, no, I'm glad you're having fun still, but I'm sorry about, you know, these parts. I was like, yeah, that's all good. It's all good, Johnny. He's a great mod. Oh boy. So we're pushing towards it. Beagle's heart's desires for Johnny to be nice to him. He is nice. We've talked. He's very nice. He's been very nice to me. Now, I'm gonna get to the end of this campaign. We're gonna play some XCOM 2 is what's up next. But we gotta get to the end of this one. It's been a long campaign. People have fought hard. People deserve a climax. People deserve victory. There's no stalling out here. There's no time for Beagle to go, you know what, let's take a month off the campaign. No, the campaign could be over in a month. We just gotta keep going. And then we can play XCOM 2. We can play XCOM 2. And we might even have some fun surprises in store for that very soon. So I'm looking forward to some XCOM 2. Jeff says if we get future airbase defense, what's the ruling? Skip them all? Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and give this ruling as kind of like the head of the XCOM cult and religion. I'm going to appoint myself as that for the moment. This is a message that goes out to everyone watching, follower or not. You know, subscriber, donator, heckler, MJB power poster, we're all equal. Nya poster, all equal. Like, kind of like an ex-pope, that's right. It is alright to patch airbase defenses out of your own games. I'm going to say this for everyone. They're quite bugged. They don't work very well in general, and they are literally quite bugged when it comes down to like important gaming mechanics, like not instantly dying when you get killed. I'm gonna say this as the ex-pope, as the head of XCOM. For everyone watching, you have my blessing. You cannot do, just don't do airbase defenses. You just load the missions up, use the console, kill all the aliens. That's fine. You've been granted this by me. I'm taking it on my chin for you. So, there you go. Don't worry, don't thank me. It's fine. And of course, that means I too will not do them anymore either. So there you go. Bodyopsis says, how do you enable console? I can't figure it out. It's actually quite a process in XCOM 1. In XCOM 1, you need to install a different engine file. Long War does bundle, if you go into the README and the install files, Long War does bundle the engine UPK you need to install the console to enable it. And that is what you want to do, is you want to go and look for those instructions. I think it's on the Long War Nexus page or something. You basically just need to replace the engine UPK with Long War's console engine UPK they include with them. And that enables the console when you hit the slash above enter. Forward slash? That's backslash, right? That's backslash. What would Jake say? Jake would say, holy fuck, why do you all put yourself through this if he knew the extent of Long War? Jake would say, I just wanted to make a fun game, man. What air game? What the hell? What the hell is all this? The campaign takes how long? How long? Jake would say with his full-time job and his family. What? Has Jake played Long War? Fuck no, I really doubt it. Long War is not designed for people like Jake Solomon or just people in general, really. We are not people anymore. We have become something else, Long War players. I don't have the quiet theme to hum again right now, but just imagine I did. I'm really gonna put that on my soundboard. We are not people, those of us who play Long War. What the fuck, Fiddlestein? Down bad today, are we, XCOM chat? I like your new method of timing people out for this specifically, Jeff, with that 69-second timeout. But I'm sure a lot of people feel the same, but you can't say it. You can't say it out loud like that on the chat. I'm sorry. Anyway, oh, O days and O hours. What a wonderful day to start today. Yes! Wow. Wow. Everything's coming up Beagle now. Oh yes. Oh yes. You know what I've learned from this week with chat polling and saving me and stuff? I think with every campaign of XCOM Long War, you need to play it like, you know, you get a board game and it's like this game is built for like 1 to 4 players. I think every Long War campaign should be like 1 to 2 players, and the second player slot should be a referee, an adjudicator that you put your faith in from the start, someone you trust who has your best interests and emotions at heart. And whenever you're playing through a mission or campaign in Long War where shit's just getting bullshit, the referee has the power to be like, you know what, this is bullshit, just fix this, it's fine. That's right, for me that referee is chat. My Long War on the box is like 1 to 700 people. That's right, Fiddlestein, I understand. That's basically even if you're at home, not a streamer, you should have one person you trust who values your, like, mental well-being. If you can hopefully find that person, or pay them to be the referee for your Long War campaign, and they're gonna step in and say, you know what, buddy, this mission right now, buddy, this is bullshit. Why are you doing this to yourself? You know what? Buddy, this is for fun. Come on, buddy. This clearly wasn't what Jake intended. I don't think Johnny Lim wants this to happen to you even. You know, Emanary? No way. Doesn't want this to happen to you. You know what, buddy? Just this once. I'm gonna force you, buddy. You gotta take a mulligan on this one, alright? I'm gonna force you, buddy. Iron Man? What? Pfft. Iron Man? What about Heart Man? Have some heart, man. Die Hard, man. Don't know why my referee sounds like that. Don't know why my inner referee sounds like that, but there you go. Fun man. I agree. It's 2021. Who plays Iron Man anymore? Play Fun Man now. Dekai says Iron Man is fine if you're to your fault losing. That mission was complete BS. You know what? That's exactly what your inner referee should sound like. All the time. That's why we can't trust ourselves. That's why we need the second person. Do I have anyone else to Cyberneck? Zanian says, Biggs, I know you said don't ask. Oh, here we go. But I had to leave for work. And can I say before I answer this question, thank you very much to AMD for sponsoring our stream. Thank you, AMD. For giving us the power to run this shit down mid today. Thank you very much, AMD, for giving us the power to run XCOM today. Zenian says, I had to leave for the exact moment you screamed at your troops getting killed through a respirator. I need to know. Alright. We restarted the level and we killed all aliens and we just skipped the mission. And I'm going to skip all future-based defenses. That's what happened in seriousness. We kill all aliens and we're just skipping these missions because you cannot bleed out in these missions, so respirators just don't work. I don't know what else is bugged in these missions. We know for a fact that is bugged because it's a multiplayer map. God knows what the fuck else is bugged about them, but they just do not seem ready for release. So I'm just acting like I have taken those out of my campaign because those are bugged. Bannergiver says don't give JL too much shit about a lot of those weird design decisions. A lot of those are actually started as community suggestions, which are those hardcore players. Yeah, and here's the thing, right? I try to be very... We're going to stop playing the game in a second, I swear. I try to really, especially lately, I try to really remind y'all, please don't be mean to Johnny Lump. The toils of his fruits and labor, and those of the whole Long War team, Emanary and everyone else, have given us so much joy. They have fruited into so much joy directly for us. And Johnny Lump would never have intended for this pain that we suffer to suffer through Long War. And as Bounty points out, a lot of the shit that we complain about can't even be directly rooted to Johnny Lump. Like the fucking mech nerfs. I do not think, because Johnny Lump is not, I don't think, a super hardcore XCOM player, right? I don't even consider myself a super hardcore XCOM player to that much degree, because I only play this game like once every 3 years. That's all I can handle. Like, Johnny Lump is out there. I feel a kinship with Johnny Lump. Out there trying to make something really fun and challenging and fix people's complaints about the balance. And you've got to remember, when we complain about mechs and we say Johnny Lump hates fun, fuck you, Johnny Lump, you ruined mechs. No, actually, completely, not completely true. Yeah, he signed off on it, yes, and he heard what the people said, and he said, alright, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix these mechs that are making the game too easy. That's what people complain about. But do you know whose fucking fault it is? Now, I'm going to take a second here. Do you know whose fault it really is that Mex's was fucking nerfed? Zwin's. It's Zwin's fault. It's Zwin's fault. Zwin's is the fucking person in Long War 1 who came to, this is real, who came to I remember seeing it, the Mod Nexus comments pages and threads of Long War Beta 14, and made like spreadsheets. This is the first time I ever saw Zwins in my life. I think this is the first time many people saw Zwins in the XCOM community. Made spreadsheets and like just posts upon posts and math and theses about why Beta 14 mechs were broken and like how they were just completely fucked and they were too good and they had to be nerfed. And it's because of Zwins that happened. Johnny Love saw that and was like, all right, let's nerf them. Similar things happened. If you weren't around for this, there was a time when this mod was in development where the Mod Nexus page was where there was forum threads, basically, posts that were going on about this, and people would bring up stuff, as Bounty Giver says, like, people would be like, you know what, rockets too good. Proxy mines, too good. People were posting shit. There is a second wave setting in this game. I believe they actually made it in the 1.0 called Green Fog. Green Fog means for every turn you spend in an XCOM mission, most of you will live the rest of your lives without ever having found out about this shit. And I'm sorry, I'm about to reveal it to you. Every turn in an XCOM mission with Green Fog on, I believe your soldiers get penalties and the aliens get buffs. I think your soldiers get penalties. I think every turn your soldiers' aim and will lowers. Like, I think it goes up to like minus 50 or something. And that's because someone asked for this. This is an optional second wave option that is in the game. Thank God it's optional. Someone asked for this. People wanted this. People who play Long War at the time said, we need this. We need this to stop the Overwatch. I don't think they wanted it as a second wave. I think they wanted it just to be this the way the game was. We need the Overwatch to stop. Like, and I think at the time, I can't remember because this is all, you know, the complete loss of my memories and brain cells at this point. This is years ago, but I think people were watching my streams as well. And were like, what the fuck? You know, he can't keep getting away with this. He can't keep overwatching for 40 turns. This is disgusting. I'll never have this in my game. I'll never be like Pico Rush. And this is a thing that was then put in because of these people. Nope, John Barton says, you can talk all the smack about Zwin screwing over Long War, but let's not forget who brought concealed Overwatch ambushes in XCOM 2 to Jake's attention. Now, I was just good at XCOM 2, and I was... and Jake smacked me for it. That's the difference. References to Overwatch is a terrible mechanic. To be fair, fuck you. I think I've played games about Overwatch, and they can be better, but it's not a terrible mechanic. It's fun. One thing that I had to learn subconsciously and then more consciously recently is that games do not last forever. You cannot really, I think, or I cannot really, with these single-player tactics games, aim to make a game that is played forever, either through modding or development or wishes. I think, maybe, you know, I'm not going to say it's impossible. Of course it's possible. You know, we've played XCOM for like 3,000 hours. That's about as infinite as it's going to get. Alright? But I think there is a real problem and like habit to lean into that I do with these games of like... Zwins wasn't a streamer at the time. No, I think he was just a person. Streamers are not people, of course. I think I've really had a habit, personally speaking for myself, of like looking at these games and looking at balance and going like, well, you know what, this balance isn't good because eventually at some point this mechanic is slightly imbalanced and the whole thing will go off kilter because of it. You know, in my pursuits to always make these games that I love and the games I can play forever, well, okay, that was a fun campaign, but it kind of, this needs tweaking, this needs tweaking. Well, I can't play again with that balance. I need to change the balance up because that strategy is too good. Alright, and then you kind of just end up optimizing the fun out of the game, and something I've had to kind of realize is that I don't think it's realistic, even if it is possible, for me to look at these games and be like, I'm going to play them forever. Because there'll be future games, there'll be new games, you need new stories eventually. 3,000 hours, that's already an insane amount of time to get out of one game. Incredible. And that comment there about Overwatch being a shit mechanic or a bad mechanic kind of brought this up to me in my mind, because it's that kind of same kind of thing, I think. At least when I read that, it's that same kind of thing of like, you know what? Overwatch has got a lot of cases where it is kind of broken. It is kind of too good. There's a lot of cases in Long War where you can look at it and go, you know what? This shit where we just sit here in squad site and just kill aliens and abuse their AI, that's got to go, right? That's Imba. You know what? The game can just be for fun. You can just play through this game, actually. You can just play through it. And you can be challenged sometimes. You can have highs and lows and the valleys and the peaks of your experience. And some things are going to be Imba. And you know what? You can't fix everything. You play through a Long War 1.0 campaign, you go, that was pretty good. Was it perfect? No. Was Imba means imbalance. Was it perfect? No. Was it perfectly balanced? No. But was it fun? Yeah. Overall, it was a fun time. And that's really the best you can hope for from a game. Is that overall, did I have fun? Yes. Am I worried if I play another campaign of this in the future, I would have to fix that shit or else it would be boring and unfun? Maybe. But who cares about that? That's the future. We had fun now. Like, yeah, exactly. I like the OP mix because I like punching a lot, says Nat Bellman. Beautiful. That's a beautiful opinion. You liked the OP mix in Beta 14 because you like punching. That's beautiful. I love that. I did too. I really enjoyed Beta 14. There's Imba shit in Beta 15 1.0 we're playing right now. I love squad side LMGs. I love crit infantry. They bring me joy. When I do 36 damage, I feel joy. I feel like I'm getting away with something I shouldn't. If we played another campaign of this, would it be fair to balance them to be less good? Are they kind of Imba? Yeah. Should I worry about that now? No. Am I going to go after this campaign and try to do that myself? Probably not. I'm probably going to try and look for a new experience. And I think that's a difference I've been learning lately compared to the old Beagle, who is commonly talked about. Old Beagle, I think, would be scrambling in his head right now to think like, oh god, like how the fuck am I going to fix all this shit next campaign? You know what? The game can just be fun. Nothing's ever going to be perfectly balanced. Nothing's going to last forever. And Long War is no exception. Games are no exception. We play this as much as we can, and we've wrung so much joy out of this game. We wrung so much joy out of XCOM 2, and we still are. Yeah, exactly. As Banny says, the predictable AI is their weakness in the tactical part, because the AI do also have these squad setbacks and such. Yeah, but the AI just doesn't know. The AI just doesn't know how to take advantage of it. And you just can't... You can't let yourself ruin your own experience because of these things. You know, you just got to embrace them and enjoy them. That's why I don't play it as it lays anymore. I just go, bugs for the AI, but not for me. I protect my own experience, but not so much the aliens. And I abuse the shit out of the Imba shit to get through. And I think that's the best we can really hope for. And it's just unrealistic and unhealthy for myself to assume these games can last forever. We're just going to play them for now. I'm going to play them for today. I'm not going to worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow I might be playing someone else. You know, after this campaign, maybe it's XCOM 2. I don't know. Maybe I'll become a RimWorld streamer. But at the end of the day, we're going to try to have a good time. And we're going to try to keep... Even if in the future I'm not even that pure an Iron Man streamer anymore, which I'm not really at the moment. You know, I'm using the console. I'm reloading where I think things are fucked. It's not really about the Iron Man. It's not really about like a masochism challenge. It's just about we like not reloading because we like the stakes and we like to roll the punches when things go bad. But you know what? When shit gets bugged, I'm just going to fix it. When shit feels fucked, I'm just going to fix it. And as long as it feels fair to me in chat, that's all that really matters. And hopefully I can find more experiences in the future in XCOM 2 again. Never campaign of that soon. Maybe another game. You know, I really want to do like a turn-based RimWorld. Where really the main thing is I love having these stakes, these strategic stakes of like every moment matters. Which I really miss in a lot of turn-based games that are other games. Like I really miss... You know, it's hard to have your cake and eat it too with Long War. Long War's pain is what gives the pleasure in a lot of ways. It's fucked up. With Long War, what's really exciting about Long War is that you, the viewer, and I, the player, know that every mission counts, even the easy ones. Even easy missions like UFOs. Remember when UFOs were easy? Are places to gain important strategic resources like power sources, flight computers, captives, or training your soldiers. And that's really the difficulty there, is if Long War's strategy campaign wasn't so dick-punchingly hard on impossible, remember, we choose impossible, we do this to ourselves, we consent. If it wasn't so hard, and it wasn't so stressful all the time, those missions wouldn't mean as much, and people would just, I feel like, players and viewers as well, probably tune out more and be like, you know, who cares, you know, he's got this campaign in the bag, he could wipe a few times and still win it, it's fine. And I probably could do that in Long War 1 now as well, but we don't perceive it that way. So, yeah. Icefire says, my favorite type of balance is where everything is in balance and thus you can choose how you want to have fun. And that's also the problem with optimizing all the fun out of a game, is perfect balance is not really that fun. as well, because perfect balance is this idea of once the game is perfectly balanced, you can leave it and people can play it forever, right? You've balanced all the input out of the game, now you can play this campaign, you know, the work is finally done. 10 campaigns in a row, 1,000 hours, and have so much fun. But, remember what I said about joy. It was fun in Beta 14 to punch everyone of OP mechs. It's fun in this campaign for me to abuse squad sight and kill things and do 35 damage with crit infantry. I feel like I'm getting away with something is what I always say. I chuckle like a goblin. And that's fun. It's fun to feel like you are smart and you're getting away with something that you're not meant to. It's fun to do these strategies where you think you're getting away with something and you're going, crit infantry not balanced. It's fun to do that. And when you have this perfectly balanced game, you know, in multiplayer it's a different story. You kind of need it in multiplayer. But in single player, you know, you optimize a lot of those fun moments out. Anyway, we're just having a little chat here as we get started. That went about 10 minutes, 12 minutes longer than I intended it to. But here's a little chat about things as we, a little state of the campaign as we go forward, chat. Now, with that said, I want to dive into the rest of this campaign, and by hook or by crook, I want to finish this campaign. I want to give the people the checkered line. I want to save Earth, and then I want to move on to our next fun experience together. I want to go to XCOM 2, and I want to XA. I want to see people XA Crumb live on chat, and I want to be able to. I don't want to be able to escape it. I want it to be on the strategy layer. I want it to be on the tactical layer. I want people to XA trolley problem quizzes at me mid-mission. I want my soldiers to be raffled Twitch members who are XAing for their fucking lives as I decide which of my two rookies will die to make this flank and which will get to live. Bounty says X buy Crumb bundle. I want, yeah, XA Chosen. I want the Chosen to tell me Crumb. And to get there, we must continue the mission. So, we must continue the campaign. So, let's get back in that long war for today. And you know what? Let's keep going. Let's keep playing. So, do I need to build anything else today? Or am I good to just hit scan? I think I should be good to hit scan. But let's just do a little cursory check here. Whoop. One sec, sorry. Just gotta go note something. Have we finished our research yet? Not just yet. We probably would have, but we ran out of resources, so... Not just yet. I don't have to build skills in Geese anywhere. That's done until another base loses. Alright, yeah, I think we just keep going here. Wait, sorry, Foundry. I know, it's like every week Beagle's gotta check this stuff again. We want to enhance plans when Plasma Dragon finishes. I think he's good though, let's go. Now, what is gonna happen to me next? Sigh, that's what is gonna happen next. Sigh, it's Sigh time. Distortion field. Hyperwave is coming online. Is air game nearly ready for the Overseer? Ooh, I didn't even think about that. I think I need 2 Firestorms per continent for the Overseer, right? Is that how I did it in Beta 14? Well, Beta 14 was a different game. Speaking of which, we should build infinite... We should max out on dodge modules, which is... Okay, so we only got 7. That's really important to keep in mind. We only have 7 dodge modules here. Let's build some more aim modules as well. Because, yes, it will be Overseer soon, and we need to be ready for this shit. Probably a couple of drone wrecks, too. Jeff says, if I remember, the Overseer in Beta 14 was beaten by 2 Firestorms. Yeah. We need to get 2 Firestorms per continent, or at least... We cannot engage the Overseer, I think, until we have 2 Firestorms on the continent it's found on. So we want to build more Firestorms and try to do that. You know, the overseer just goes worldwide, right? So what I could do is just temporarily put 2 firestorms or 3 firestorms on one continent, wait for it to walk there. But, we'll see. Remember, only plasma EMP fusion can actually damage firestorms, so Supercat barely scratches it. Okay, so I need more plasma firestorms or EMP firestorms. No. Don't do that. Okay, here we go. Speaking of firestorms, I'm just gonna keep using the firestorms at this point to keep my air game healthy, I think. FMG rocks, because I think what I like about Long War is it balances the snowball problem decently, even in the late game. You never feel totally safe. Buddy, there you go. Cash bounty. You never feel totally safe, even when you're running out of all Master Sergeants. An Ethereal can still pop out and kill you, or you can get concentrated fire granted by elites. I'm not going to go into another whole discussion, but I will just briefly respond to this. I think that Long War is a lot of fun, but I think the problem with Long War's design for the player is I don't think it balances the snowball problem, I think it expects it. I think Long War makes you feel, at the very least as a player, like you have to snowball to win. Those things that you mentioned are still terrifying, whether you've snowballed or not. Yeah, it brings me joy to play 2 FMG Rock, more than X2 where it inevitably becomes a cakewalk. Yeah, it brings me joy too, but yeah, Long War doesn't have any catch-up mechanics, as people are saying, yeah, so that could happen to you whether you've snowballed or not. It's less that these are anti-snowball mechanics, and it's more that just the game is incredibly fucking hard, and you need to have this really good momentum to feel like you're winning at all. And if you're not snowballing, you're going to feel even worse about Ethereals and Elites. You're going to feel even fucking worse. And the aliens can snowball against you. So I think that's the thing about Long War, is it's a very, very long tightrope where you feel like you have to always be winning. Whether or not that's true, you feel like you have to always be winning to be doing well. That's what makes it interesting to watch, I think, and to play, but also has this downside of it's very, very stressful. Mint chocolate cream cheese is a thing? Alright. I think a really good design challenge, and really interesting, I try to make OVA fun in this way, would be how do you maintain a lot of the strategic, like real strategic tension of Long War's campaign. Like really seriously maintain that feeling it has. It's really quite unique. But also in a way that does not take years off your life or brain cells out of your brain. In a way that feels like you have adequate catch-up mechanics, so that you feel like you're always in this big fight, but maybe the pacing is just a little bit better. Sometimes you do have easier moments that let you take a breather on your poor heart. And if you do get smacked down, you know, there are mechanics to catch up easier, but there are also mechanics to stop you from snowballing so hard. Like, I think it's a real balancing act. You know, I keep saying I'm kind of basically, I'm getting into working on this game again, this XCOM game again with my friend Michael. And I think this is what I would really love to explore with that game strategy layer. Is I would love to, that would be what my passion would be, I think, would be trying to maintain the strategic hell feeling of Long War that in these moments makes you feel like everything you do matters so much, but somehow blend that in a way where you are pacing it that little bit kinder to the player. You are pacing it in a way where the player feels like, I'm fighting for my life out here, but I can take more than one punch. Like, I think even of OVA, or just XCOM 2 strategy layer as a thing, I think even of OVA, you don't feel quite the same strategic tension as XCOM 1 Long War. You know, I think it's difficult. Bounty says, I think instead of just alien scaling all across the board, you do something like you need this much progress to win, but you always have an option to go play lower level missions when your high levels die, so more of a take longer if you don't have advantage but never lose because of a loss. You know what, Bounty Giver, I feel great kinship with you now, because that's how I always felt about OVA and XCOM as well, and XCOM 2. Is I feel like the best things about these games are like, okay, we need this shit to win. We need this shit. This shit is important, so all these missions matter. But you never want to, like, when someone's down on the ground, you don't want to walk up and shoot them in the head. You want to see them get back up. The player should be able to get back up. And you don't even need to necessarily communicate this to the player like massively. You don't need to say like you can never lose the campaign. But you know, I do think the player shouldn't feel like they're facing the firing squad every time, you know, something goes wrong in the game, in the campaign. I think that's... I agree with you a lot, Bounty. I think that's part of it. Alright. Did I have another side training done, by the way? Nope. Okay, keep going. Like, I think Long War's big thing is the fact that you feel like you can't get good soldiers back is a big thing. And I think it also feels like with Long War, like, once the aliens get ahead of you, you can never get in front of them again. I think for me, it feels like there's no real way to just, like, slingshot myself in front of the aliens' progress. Good job, Cox, by the way. Big winner. I think those are two things that put a lot of stress on my body. And I'm not joking when I say that. I do mean, I do feel like Long War puts a lot of stress on my body. My brain. That's our first side panicker here of Cox. Hell yeah. We've got Psychokinetic Strike, Pyrokinesis, and Telekinetic Field next. It might be Pyrokinesis. Yeah, I am up on Kitty. And that's the thing, it's a tightrope, right? Like, people want to watch the thrill of me almost losing and getting away with it, but don't want to see the actual loss. That's the interesting thing about what Alburn said, is Beagle's discovering the challenge of doing horror games. Dying isn't interesting or fun, so you have to push the player about killing them while not being obvious about pulling punches. Yes, I was literally talking to someone about this morning. These games very much have a lot in common there. This game is like a horror game in that sense, yes. You want to feel like you're always on the edge of your seat. Yeah, or it's like being a DM in a D&D game. Exactly, being like a GM. But as soon as you die, it's like, oh, fuck this. Same with a Long War campaign. This game is a rush until you do fuck up and wipe too many times, and you're like, fuck this. And I pushed through like two or three moments of that in this campaign alone. It's such a tightrope. It's really hard, and none of what I'm saying should be thought of as like, oh, Johnny Lump should have done this. No, it's incredibly fucking hard. Incredibly fucking hard to balance this. And if you can get this feeling halfway decent, you're a legend. That's why Long War is a legendary mod. It accomplishes a lot of this very well. And that's one thing that does feel bad about a strategy like this too, is a lot of it is like learned knowledge. Like, you feel like you can have lost the game before even realizing it because you didn't do the months before right. But that's also interesting, you know, this is the fucking back and forth. That's interesting too, because you're like, oh, it's like a roguelike. Like, this run, I'm gonna do this differently. The problem is this roguelike takes like 60 hours before you realize you fucked up. Sorry, I love to talk about this stuff. Sorry we're getting so sidetracked today. But I love to talk about this stuff, so... You know, of course we get sidetracked. Because I love to talk about this stuff. We can't really afford to do Ms. Boo here. Let's do Zhang instead. And let's go Neuro Feedback again. Yeah, that's what I did in OVA after now. I made the soldiers not have late game power spikes that would have needed to win. And I felt really good about that. I look forward to playing OVA again. I really like OVA. I don't think OVA is perfect either, but I really like it. You know, someone was bringing up a really, really fucked up cool method that I want to highlight to you all as well. Speaking of about Long War and doing different things. They were talking about it in Discord, and they were saying, you know what's a really good idea, which you wouldn't think of, but it makes sense when you think about it, is if you take all the perks and mods, gene mods, that lower injury time, like, apparently Adaptive Bone Marrow works on exhaustion, I didn't know this, but apparently exhaustion is just a wound, so if you take Adaptive Bone Marrow on people, which is expensive, but if you can get it on a lot of people, and you can get Stay Frosty right, and I assume Field Surgeon would help as well, I don't know. But maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. You can actually, and get advanced surgery, you can get soldiers back into the fight quicker exhausting them than by letting them wear off their fatigue. Because you can get exhaustion wounds that are down to like, I think they were saying like within 3 days. Dancing Cow says, man, I really tried OVA and it just fell so flat, Imo. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. You know, I personally really enjoyed it, but, you know, sorry to hear that. Not for everyone, I'm sure. Let's get another side training. Yeah, holy shit, nothing but a success. So we had the really bad run of luck. Now we're getting a really good run of luck for Sai. Field surgeon doesn't actually work as it rolls the injury to -1 HP damage, but cannot go below 0, which is what exhaustion does. Ah, it's a shame. Yeah, Sai training is so easy. It's like the air game. Actually, Sai training is so easy apparently. God, I might even be able to do a sniper. OVA is like a 60 mission campaign, Monsieur. I didn't change the length. It's vanilla XCOM 2 length. On Legendary. So we want region biofield. On you. Afanas says, the point of catch-up mechanics is not to make the game easier, but to give the player agency. Basically, the worst thing in a game is to feel beholden to RNG. Well, I don't agree with that. I think what's great about these games is you are at the mercy of RNG at first, and then you get better at the game, and you realize how you can accommodate for it, but you will always be somewhat at the mercy of it. The point of catch-up mechanics is so that you feel like you can take a punch and keep going, so you can feel like that one failure. It's failure mitigation. It's feeling like you can fail, but keep playing the game and having fun. That's a catch-up mechanic. But as you say, it's not meant to make the game easier. It's there in the name. Catch-up mechanic. It's meant to catch you back up to where you were, not get you any better than you were. So they do have to be balanced with care, of course. Hello. Are you NOE? Nope.
We have eyes on the bandit. Nearing strike range.
Destroyed. There's our mission. Jeff says I was doing some reading in Long War changelogs. Apparently when crit wounded, even with respirator or secondary heart, soldiers have longer fatigue for the rest of the campaign. Jeff says soldiers receive 24 hours extra fatigue after missions per crit wound suffered in the campaign. The latter is not prevented by secondary heart. Oh, what the fuck? Why? Why do that? I guess to make sure there's always a penalty for dying, even with secondary heart, but I guess I can understand the why. That sounds like something that me 4 years ago would have been like, yeah, that's fucking awesome, of course, there's always gonna be a penalty for death. Or even me like a year ago, and me now is kind of like, yeah, does there though? Boy, I can't wait to just win this campaign. Does there have to be a penalty though? Maybe we could skip that. Different horses for different courses, different tastes. I don't know. That does not spark joy in me right now. What was this? It was a Crash Raider. Let's go, Caffey. Okay, I'm gonna bring Yeet D and try to level Yeet D. Oh yeah, Bounty's right. We're gonna take Cox and level Cox. Cox, you're gonna get Cox all the way to Scion for mind control. That's what we need. Sniper. And mech, of course. Let's go enemy big boy. Yep, ready. Yeah, I like mechanics like that after now. I like having strat layer piggy banks that you can dip into to ease the tactical or vice versa. Vice versa, Beagle. How would that work? Shut up, I don't know. Alright, we're gonna bring a Mind Shield. No, wait. I don't have two and I need it for Cox. Thinky hat. Thinky hat. Oh no, wait, no. Not XP Thinky hat, only Wizard hat. And we also want Mind Shield for more Psi. I guess the tactical piggy bank is ABAs. No, yeah. I guess, yeah, no, you're right. Alien Base is also a good example of taking a more tactical strain to release strategic strain, yeah. Good point. You're smart, Kobayashi. You're smart. You figured that one out for me. Yeah, let's get that Psi panic. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I like your ideas, chat. You know what? Some of your ideas are dumb, but so are mine. I'm gonna say this, even a dumb idea can have a lot of value. A lot of my ideas are really fucking dumb, and I sit down and go, you know what? Maybe I can make this smarter, though. I think the same is true of, should I rest I missed here? Let's rest I missed. Nicole and the Scout. Scout ain't got, Scout's got a secondary heart. Scout's got a secondary heart. Put XP hat in baby infantry? Yes, you're right. Thank you. I forgot that I have a baby infantry. This is a training mission. I gotta remember that. I thought that like having a day or two off here would fix me from the subathon, but I think my brain is just permanently fatigued now. Until I take like a couple weeks off XCOM probably at this point. But, you know, I love reading all your ideas, even the ones that... This kind of goes into what I was saying too, I think, about like... let's go Thinky hat. I think it kind of goes into what I was saying before too about like, it's okay for things not to be perfectly balanced. I think it's okay to have ideas that are just fucking fun. As long as you know that not every idea is ready for implementation. I love reading chat's ideas. I love going, you know what? You don't have to think about this for an hour before you give me this idea. This idea is just fun. I like the idea of, like, Incredible said, like, bring a fucking SAM site to a terror mission and shoot on UFOs. And immediately my brain sparks, the neuron spark of like, yeah, okay, but maybe if it was like this, that could actually be cute in an XCOM game. Maybe you could bring a SAM site on a fucking mission and shoot down an airplane or something. I don't fucking know. Like, it's just fun. Some ideas are just fun. And they can inspire for really fun stuff to think about. Imagine having fun. Right? Holy shit. Alright.
Everything by the numbers.
It's party arty.
Prepare for deployment, Strike One.
Point is, we've talked for like 50 minutes,
site is near
40
the
minutes
German
before we've
border.
even launched a mission today.
The bogey
That's
came
not
down hard in a
uncommon.
remote area just outside of a small town. We should deploy and eliminate any hostiles at the crash site.
It's not uncommon for Beagle, but we've done it today because we've been talking a lot about... There's a lot of difference between how I like games now compared to how I used to like them. And it's interesting to talk about sometimes. I'm very much in favor of fun these days.
Come in, HQ. Big Sky has reached the outer marker. Approaching the crash site now. Strike team is awaiting your orders.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Strike One is free to engage hostile targets at the crash site.
That is a lot of distortion field. Holy shit. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm in my favorite. I'm in my favorite. No, distortion doesn't stack. Alright, motion tracker. Check left, as you do.
Headed there now.
Have you tried Lawatic? Did you enjoy it? No, I didn't. I did disenjoyed XCOM 2 Long War to the point that I did not have ever had any reason to want to try Long War the Chosen. Excuse me.
Moving out.
Let's go take my favorite. I think this hill is one of the best spots to play this mission from, generally.
Rolling out.
Location confirmed.
Already there. Stepping off.
Rolling out. Location confirmed. Affirmative. Affirmative. Moving out.
If there was ever a long war for Chimera Squad, how would you imagine it being? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that, but when I think of Chimera Squad and modding, I think of E's roguelike mod for Chimera Squad. If that ever comes out, I'd probably try that for sure, because that would probably be quite fun. I would hope.
Moving.
Definitely worth a try. He's a great modder, and it's a fun concept. You know, I basically stochastic modding. Basically put that idea onto E, I think, a bit, or maybe you already liked it before I was talking about it, but I would definitely be trying that out.
Okay.
A mod that tries to expand on all the base concepts of the Chimera Squad? Oh man, like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Move out.
I think a roguelike would be fun for that.
Moving out.
That's why I think Ease mod is the way to go, because I think that's the kind of fun that I would want for Chimera Squad.
Moving to designated
It
coordinates.
felt like a game that was well set up for that kind of roguelike randomness to me.
Understood. Moving out.
I'm on it, Commander.
10-4. Moving out. Roger. I've got my
Moving to
eyes on.
Overwatch.
Scanning.
Noodle right.
There's something
I
out
mean,
there.
alien's right. I'm eating noodles, that's why I said noodle right. Guys, take care of your brains. Take care of your brains, guys.
Heading out.
Mine's feeling expired lately.
Heading there now.
Yeah, I think Chimera probably suffered a bit from
Roger. Tracking.
the fact that you can play it in the order you
Moving
want of
to
the
position.
factions, and it kind of ends up feeling a little bit like
Moving out.
a little bit similar. But here's the thing too, like I was just saying, games don't have to be forever. Chimera was fun for me, like I think 2 playthroughs before I was like, all right, you know, I've probably had enough vanilla Chimera. I mean, that's a lot.
Position.
That's already a lot of gameplay. That's about how much I get out of vanilla XCOM 1 and XCOM 2 as well.
On the move.
You know, that's all it really needed to be.
Moving to position.
Roger. I've got
So when I say Chimera struggled this or that,
Affirmative.
it really didn't. I'm talking about
Scanning.
in infinite replay terms, in XCOM Valhalla terms, this could be better. The game itself is really well done. It's a great game, I loved it.
I'm on it, Commander.
Okay, so I know there's fuckers on the side, but I can't see them, which isn't great. I feel like I heard a sound thing over here very recently.
Affirmative, Commander.
I feel like that because I did. I did very recently. You're there, you're there, you're there, you're there. Okay.
Headed there now. Houston, we
Let's
have
do the
lift.
thing. You wish Chimera had larger maps. The small map's really limited how many movement options you have. Well, that's really what makes Chimera work, though, in a lot of ways. You know, in a lot of ways, that's what makes Chimera fun. Is it's this really focused experience.
Overwatch. Aye,
I think, to me.
aye. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
What was that?
Pimple says, do you think it'd be fun or engaging to have an enemy unit type that wasn't visible by motion tracker, only by direct vision? No. No, not at all. Because of the way the game works. In combat, sure, but that's not what motion tracker is for. If you do that, you've basically just taken away the only purpose the motion tracker has, which is helping you to not activate pods accidentally. That's 99.999% of the motion tracker. If you introduce an alien that cannot be seen on motion tracker, it doesn't matter if that alien only shows up 1 in 10 times. You have now made me not able to rely fully on the motion tracker the other 9 out of 10 times as well. No, I would never do that. Not without the game working very differently, right? XCOM is completely dependent on pod activation for how hard or easy your missions will be. So no. No way. No way.
Wilco.
That's just making the player's recon tool unreliable, so... But it's an interesting idea for... Pitfall says, I'll make sure to throw the idea to Longwood 2 modders then, so they can edit them since they had fun. They don't... That's just mean. That's just mean. Come on. Come on. Come on. That's just mean. Come on. This channel, sometimes... I'm proud of my community for how we... I'm proud of my community for how we're very welcoming to a lot of people. I'm proud of how we're very inclusive. I'm proud of how we generally behave pretty well. I'm proud of, you know, how we try to be good to each other a lot of the time, but I think this community, as shown through the Long War campaign, this campaign, some of the things said sometimes, this community has a real problem sometimes with being real cunts to modders. Like, nobody's out here hating fun, okay? If I was the modder for... Someone came in before and said a very fair thing that was like, oh, I played OVA and it felt a bit flat. Crying face, franny face. That's a super fair thing. And I was like, yeah, it's cool. You know, fair enough. Not for you. But even knowing that, emotionally, like, a little 1% of me was like, aw. Now, can you imagine how the fuck it would feel to be Johnny Lum and be in this chat with the way some of you fucks carry on? Or the Long War 2 team at Maneri? Come on. Just... Y'all gotta remember that these people are human beings. And nobody's out here... Nobody ever made a fucking mod or game and was like, I can't wait to make my players hate themselves. Come on. You know how fucking bad it feels when you make content for someone and it falls flat? It feels fucking awful. Y'all gotta get a little bit better at not being just really cruel with the things you say about modders. Because it's not fair. To be fair, you complain a lot more about Long War than Love Chat. Yeah, and let me just take a second. I know we take a lot of seconds today, but let me take a second to explain the difference, because maybe you don't get it. Maybe some people don't get it. You can complain about a product, and also, please do try to criticize constructively and not hurt feelings, that's fine. But you can complain about a product, and that is miles away from complaining about the person who made it. And doing so in just, like, really hyperbolic ways. And, you know what? Even good constructive criticism is sometimes going to hurt modders' feelings and make them feel bad. You can't change that. That's fine. You can just do your best to minimize harm. When you know, I'm not saying you have to never say a bad thing about a mod. That's not realistic. What I am saying is, when you say stuff like, the Long War 2 modders, the Long War 2 devs hate fun, okay, I think people can see what I'm saying when I say that's very different. And nobody's out here doing that, and it just, I would feel fucking awful.
Roger that.
If I was hearing that about something I made, that I was trying to make so myself and others would have fun with it, if someone said, like, you know, fucking OVA is so shit, and, you know, the dev of OVA just obviously hates fun and his players,
I'm on it.
I would just feel fucking awful. Oh fuck, I just overwatched the scout. That's okay, it's not so bad.
There's something out there.
Even Long War Rebalanced. And this is, you know, this is where I'm bad on it, because I have made a lot of complaints about Long War Rebalanced about playing it. And I guess for me to stand up here and say that to you is hypocritical. Because my trash talking of Long War Rebalanced decisions definitely crosses into that.
Double time.
What can I say? I'm a hypocrite.
Overwatch. Right. I've got my eyes on.
Aye, aye.
You never should talk to devs. I mean, that's charitable to say of me. Haven't I? I'm sure I have. I don't think I have practiced what I preach to the Long War Rebalance devs. And to be clear too, this has been also a learning experience for me throughout this campaign as well. I definitely have also fallen on the side of complaining too much about Long War and the devs. I think it's something I've hopefully gotten better as I get older, and I don't mean in the past, I mean recently as well, so I'll try to be better in that sense as well. I think there's some things you can say when you're not on a stream as well, and you can have fun. You can talk to your friends and be like, damn, this dev's a fucking idiot. But of course, when we have a giant platform like this, we have more responsibility. And we must try to be better. I must try to be better. We must try to have our fun without being shit. I wonder if I should just throw a scanner out here. I'm probably gonna throw a scanner here and a scanner here. Next time we get a sound cue, I'm gonna throw a scanner out, I think. People says I was more using the phrase they hate fun, like in the same way people use that phrase for mono red players in MTG. Players that think fun is zero sum, or any amount of fun they cipher from their opponent's fun they're having. It wasn't levied as true criticism. Oh yeah, I think it's just a language you're using then there. Because I was like literally saying 2 weeks ago that I wish all blue players a very happy fuck you in Magic. But when you play blue or you know, mono red, whatever you don't like in Magic, it's not like people created the gameplay of blue decks when they use them. Holy shit! Ah!
No way there.
Adjusting sights.
Speaking of people who hate fun, here's some heavy floaters.
I'll get them next time.
Only 4? Only 4. That's nice. Okay. Jesus, Incredon says, you got me hooked on World of Warships and now I'm fighting with its anti-fun mechanics. Thank you, genuine. This is what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. Is that advertising works. I played World of Warships the other day as a sponsored stream. And the community that should not like World of Warships, with me as a player, as someone who does not like World of Warships, I didn't like World of Warships. I had a bad time for most of my playing of World of Warships. I disliked it. And I thought, well, I'm walking away with my sponsorship, you know, payment at least. I did my job. And even so, at least one person has started playing World of Warships because of that. That is the fucking insane power of advertising. Let's get a flamer going here, maybe? Royal Fusilier says, remember that time when companies thought Let's Players and streamers were stealing from their sales or whatever instead of the best advertising format? Yeah. How many people here still play Raid Shadow Legends? I mean, fucking Jambo played Raid Shadow Legends for a while. Nobody is immune to advertising or propaganda. All that matters is it gets in front of your eyeballs. When I was a kid, I was so much like, you know, why do people spend so much on ads? It doesn't work. It works.
On my way.
Oh no, it works. Hello, Flamer.
Preparing flamethrower.
We love Panic. What do you mean about used to complain about theft from streaming? I mean, even, yeah. Even like, what was it, like 6 or 7 months ago? That idiot, the Stadia guy. The Stadia guy who was like, streamers should pay the devs royalties. And like, you should all consider yourselves lucky you're even allowed to play the games, and we could just like not let you stream them. What a fucking idiot. Absolute fucking moron. Yeah, Games Workshop does that a lot as well. Yeah, Old Panic is lovely here. We love Old Panic. Thank you. Games Workshop, as I've always heard of them, is very much always those people who are like, oh, R.I.P. and kind of defends it or hoards it very greedily, and doesn't allow fans to really do anything with it, but then at the same time, like, hands it off to just whoever the fuck to make games for it. Shit.
Ah, damn it.
Cap? Yeah, I didn't bring any cap, hey. Games Workshop is one of those companies where I can't imagine what it's like to work there. Because from the outsider's perspective, and the outsider's perspective is often not worth that much, but from the outsider's perspective, it's insane to watch them just seem to always shoot themselves in the foot with community goodwill and with content.
10-4.
Like, what do they do with Astartes? So Astartes was like this darling, this smash hit on YouTube. Patreon by the dev, and they took Astartes and was like, we're gonna support this officially. It's like, oh my god, what a fucking easy win, right? For PR for Games Workshop. Everyone loves Astartes. Everyone loves Astartes. Heck yes, just support it. Help its wings spread. What do they do with Astartes? They start their own, like, fucking, what was it? Correct me if I'm wrong. They start their own, like, Games Workshop Netflix, basically, of, like, Games Workshop TV. They make Astartes exclusive on it. Warhammer Plus, yeah. They make Astartes exclusive on it with this guy. So now you can only watch it on their player. They take out the original musical score and fuck with the, you know, all of the sound and shit for Astartes, because now that it's this official thing, not a fan product. Well, now they have to, of course, because it's going to be on Warhammer Plus. Now they have to make sure that it's not using anything that they can't own, because the music had copyright issues. And then you can't watch the original anymore. You can never watch the original again with its original music score and everything. So, goodwill or not, basically what they did is just fucking ruin everyone's love for Astartes. Like, and I'm sure they probably had great intentions.
On the move.
On my way.
That one guy was offered a job, then when he declined his Patreon got shut down. Who? Who'd that happen to?
Let's do this. Back
He
in.
was Warhammer Animator. See, and I wonder if that's why. I wonder how much of a choice the Astartes guy had.
We're green to go. Come get some. I'm ready.
Roger that.
Oops, that was the wrong key. I do wonder how much of a choice the Astartes person had
Killing time.
in coming on board of Warhammer Plus, because they also had a Patreon, which they were using to fund their animation.
Good to go.
And I do wonder how much of a choice is just pure hearsay, or not pure hearsay, pure guessing. Let's use a baby word. I do wonder how much of a choice the Astartes animator had, the Astartes creator had, to get on board with them. I wonder if it was just going to be, well, fuck you if you don't. So Jack says, to my understanding, Games Workshop sent out a join or die to all the major 40k fan content makers. Well, I mean, it makes sense because they, you know, you always see that from them, and they've always shown you who they are that way with how they run their business. And then, if they're doing this Warhammer Plus thing because they want to be like Netflix or whatever, then yeah, I mean, of course, go to all the most popular fan content of your universe and do that to it. Makes sense. God, that shit always sucks, man. Did you most recently see the leak of their NDA? No. That shit always sucks, like, it's always so pathetic, don't you think? Like, I'm glad I don't work in, like, business.
Back online.
Like, having to try and pivot like this shit. Because I always just feel like there's this sense of, like, pathetic desperateness whenever I see a new, like, Netflix pop up.
We're green to go.
I feel,
Got
Commander.
it covered.
Whatever, it's like, oh, we're gonna do Netflix now. I just always feel kind of like pity.
Good to go.
Like, I seen that Warhammer Plus shit come out, I'm like, oh man. Oh man, there was another heavy floater. We just didn't see it on the activation. Mega split. Because you just always feel so desperate. I always just feel like I can just feel the desperation of people like grasping, like, oh my god, we're gonna be the masters of Netflix now.
Take him out.
It's not desperation, it's rent seeking.
Oh, damn it.
Think about IP law, right? Like, they're not out of their rights to do it. It is their lore. It is their universe. They can say, you know what? We don't want you doing shit with any of this shit that we own. And they can say that. But I don't know. It really sucks when you see these giant universes that have so much, I know it's kind of cliche to say, but really are kind of like owned by the fans emotionally at that point. Like have so much, so much extensive like fan involvement and love in them. And whenever that, you know, whenever you see that meet IP law and stuff, no one's ever happy, it seems. Understandably.
Ammunition loaded. Roger. Got my eyes. Overwatch.
Overwatch.
It's hard to say because, like, if I had a world like that, and I do have worlds like that, yeah, I would want to have some say in what is done with them, in, you know, what you can do with them. But then, you know, I guess there's a big difference between me as a individual or a pair of individuals, Jamble, who have our own, like, hobby thing, compared to this, you know, this huge business with 40k.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know, but I think what I do know is that generally whenever I see businesses that are, you know, big businesses scrambling to try and defend, quote, their IP from the fans who love that IP and are trying to make content for it, I don't think I've ever seen an example of that where I've gone, you know what, this is a good move for you. Like, I think it always feels like people are still gonna do this shit. You can't really shut it down. It feels like your only real move is to embrace it.
Oh, yeah. Ideal, Commander.
Like, that's the move that makes your fans happy. It's the move that's gonna make your universe hopefully better.
On Overwatch.
Back in.
Back online.
Rue Fusilier says, it's tough, but if I had only two choices, then even as a creative two, I'd rather have total anarchy than this corporate camping concept we've got now. Yeah, I mean, I'd probably agree. And I think, you know, that's something that comes with when you put your lore out there. I don't know. The case is the worst cases of when a company waits for the fan to almost finish their month's years of work before shutting it down. Yeah. You know, as an end user, it just always feels shitty. As well, as someone who wants to have the thing too. Buzzkill says, especially a company that depends on the creativity of its player base. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it as well, right? Like,
Roger that.
especially when it's that thing of, like, having your cake and eating it too. Like, it's a company that does benefit so heavily off the fans and couldn't live without it. I think that's what probably stings with Games Workshop a lot as well, is that company exists and is successful only because of the huge passion of its community. And then, you know, going backwards, they just feel so fucking, like, greedily draconian and just stupid with how they run their business.
Solid copy.
Conversation not about XCOM missions that be going well? Yeah.
Roger.
Lowboy says, as a wise man once said of announcing unofficial fan projects, shut the fuck up. Yeah. When you've got a cool idea for a project for this company's game, what do you say? Shut the fuck up. And what do you do when you're starting to work on that project? Shut the fuck up. And when you're announcing that project, what do? You keep it on the down low. You don't make big blasts that the company's gonna hear about.
I'm on it.
And when the company comes sniffing around you, saying maybe we can work with you if you tell us what you're working on, what do you say? Shut the fuck up. I don't want to speak to you about my attorney.
I'm on it.
It's shut the fuck up Friday already.
Affirmative.
Yeah, exactly. As Racer Cowan says, keep it quiet not just means the company doesn't notice, but even if they do notice, they now have plausible deniability for not doing anything. Yeah, because there is another side of this, as I understand it as well, which you've got to keep in mind as well, which is,
I feel, Commander. I feel, Commander.
like, literally the legal side of it. Sometimes companies feel like they have to, or, you know, do very much have to avoid possible having their ass hanging in the wind, have to prevent certain fan shit, or they're, like, legally in hot water for it. Because Crusher is saying, compared that to, say, Firaxis looking at Long War and going, hey, some of these features are pretty cool, let's make them official in the sequel. Yeah, but, like, even Firaxis has shit where they have to worry, like, you know, okay, we can't really allow that or this or that, or we can't know about it, you know? You know, any company does.
I think I heard something.
So, yeah. If you don't defend your copyright, you can lose it. Is that part of it as well? That's fucked. But yeah. Tsuchigimo says, I don't know about that. Porn is about the one thing Nintendo won't usually touch. They'll nuke fan games faster than you can blink, but I swear to God, some of the games are baiting us. If you're artist to boost mobility, no. What nonsense are you talking about? No. You've got a cork board with red string on it. Buzzkill says, ugh, that is not how copyright works, lol. People keep confusing it with trademarks. Buzzkill. Buzzkill, I actually legitimately love you bringing that to the table, but I am laughing about your name combined with the way you said that. It feels prophetic. But I am legitimately interested to hear.
Rolling.
I am legitimately interested to hear your expertise here. But fuck, that's a funny combination.
I feel, Commander.
Roger. Got my eyes on it.
That's a myth. You don't lose your copyright. You only lose it if it becomes common vernacular, like Advil. So if I said crumb a bunch, I could lose copyright over crumb.
I'm on it, Commander.
Trademark shit.
I don't think we're alone out here.
You need to trademark it as your catchphrase? Yeah. I'm gonna trademark it. I'm gonna sue everyone who says crumb.
Got it covered.
Yeah, I would agree, Decay. I think it is a choice generally, but again, outsider perspective.
Sweeping.
Chat's gonna be fucked. You should hear the thing SWF told me about crumb this morning. SW, if you in chat, you should hear it. You would not believe what chat has told me about, what SWF has told me about crumb this morning. But I won't spoil it without SWF being here to talk about it. I'm gonna hit this pod.
Five on target.
Everything
4B? Mechtoid, sectoid, sectoid drone. Imperial Dutch says, what a shit shot, Lamau. What a shit! Wow, what a shit, everybody. See ya.
Dead and gone.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
On Overwatch.
So what was it left? I think it's a 3B now. Sectoid, mechtoid drone is what I saw.
Got it covered.
Kobayashi says, rumor around town is that SWF is working on crumb integration of Twitch. Okay, so you're actually dead right. Well, he's not working on it, but he told me about it. No, I can't resist. SWF That's actually what he said to me. Okay, I'm gonna break confidentiality for a second here with my PMs of SWF Delicious. I'm gonna break confidentiality here for 1 second. He didn't say not to tell you this, and I'm gonna tell you this.
Everything by the numbers.
SWF wrote this morning to me before I started streaming at 10:28 a.m. Incidentally, I was thinking of adding an XCOM command that makes the unit just spin wildly while saying, "I'm fucking crumbing." Luckily for everyone, I haven't had time.
I'm on it, Commander.
I felt like you will deserve to know.
Time.
I'm sorry, SWF, I've breached the Union of Trust. Wait, I had a shot. Why did I steady?
Overwatch.
I'm stupid, that's why.
Overwatch.
The unspoken golden rule Union of Trust to not talk about things in PM without your consent, which I try to do whenever I talk to in PM. I just did something without asking the SWF for permission. I just told you about that advanced new feature. Make it work on corpses? What the fuck?
Transmission coming in from the council.
Running.
What have we done to deserve this? I mean, you're just kind of like my little angels, aren't you, chat? You're kind of like my little angels, chat. I can't make it through the streaming day without my little chat angels, so you deserve a little treat.
What the hell was that?
You deserve a little treat, chat. IP misuse. Fibalicious says SWF is now in their right to leak Twitch integration. Oh no. No. I had never dreamed the other day.
I don't think we're alone.
I had a dream. In that dream, it was a nightmare. Self-harmonized 43 months sub. Thank fuck the Airbase is okay. Thank you, self-harmonized. Yes, it's a-okay. I had a little dream, a nightmare that Twitch integration was finally out for XCOM 2. SWF sends me a PM. And the PM is like, Beagle, Baru just PM'd me and offered me like $10,000 to get exclusive rights to Twitch integration first. And I was like, I understand. I understand, SWF. I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do. I understand it. And then I watched Baru streams, 1 million viewers. Baru streams hot Twitch integration. Everyone's playing it. All the big streamers come. Summit 1G is playing XCOM 2 with Twitch integration. Shroud is back. He's playing XCOM 2 with Twitch integration. SWF becomes a billionaire overnight. I'm crying in a bush. I'm on the street. Ninja. Ninja is playing XCOM 2. Spawner says SWF takes 25% of all Twitch integration. Oh god, fuck! Okay, but I'm standing up here. I have, oh fuck, you're gonna make me crumb. Oh shit, I gotta get rid of that. I gotta get rid of this tree.
Scorch the earth.
Kamoon 4140 says XCOM 2 has female soldiers. Ninja can't play. Yeah, and you deserve to get him like that. Good job. Shadow Spoon says I don't get the ninja female joke. Ninja, like... was like, I don't... What the fuck did he say? It's been years. I try not to think about Ninja. But I tweeted about this shit. Ninja was like, I don't play with... Ninja didn't play with women because he didn't want to, like... Because he's like, because I respect my wife or something too much or something. I don't know. It was like... Ninja was basically just on that woo-woo shit of, like, you can't be friends with women or work with them as co-workers without it being, like, sexual or romantic. While simultaneously just, like, fucking over women who, like, don't get boosted by men's streamers because of that shit. Because it's like, well, if, you know, if you're streaming with a woman, then there has to be, like, a romance flirting thing or something. Yeah, it's big incel energy. He didn't want to play with women because people would ship him with them or something. Yeah, no, but it was... He did it real bad. It was basically like... I'm never gonna, like... play with women because then people will be like... that shit or something. It was just fucking stupid. It was just sexism. Ninja has Mike Pence energy. But there's a difference, I think, too, because, like... Ninja's thing is also just very easy to say as Ninja. Just be like, oh, I don't give a shit, I just won't. It's very easy to say, like, oh, it's just this or that, but it doesn't really affect Ninja that much. It was also fucked up, too, because Ninja then also... Like, someone was immediately posting clips in that thread of, like, Ninja being someone who does that. Like, was on, like, his friend's stream or something and being, like... They're, like, I think, like... going on one of his male stream friends or something, like, oh, you know, like... Oh, you were playing with her, right? Like, Anyway, Ninja just fucking sucks. We know this. We've seen this time and time again. Ninja sucks. I miss when Ninja was nothing but a joke. The first time I ever knew of Ninja was in PUBG. The first time I ever knew of Ninja, he was just like one of the other, just like, mid-level PUBG streamers. I watched him stream and I was like, oh yeah, no, this is a stream, I'll watch it. And then, as soon as I watched him streaming, he was playing with like a friend. And like Ninja just kind of like made mistakes and played badly. And then his friend, you know, was alive and Ninja died. And then Ninja immediately just starts going like, oh, why didn't you save me? Like, what the fuck? Like, bro, come on, like, I was right there. Why didn't you save me, bro? Bro, you let me die. It's like Ninja was like running the houses by himself and shit. His like friend like fighting for his life in his own fight. Like, wow, this guy's actually fucking ridiculously toxic. And then the next time you have Ninja was the first PUBG tournament where he was getting fucking killed in like third-person PUBG while in full cover behind a tree with an assault rifle to like these players who had Saiga automatic shotguns rushing them from the open. Like, if you've ever played a shooter, you'll understand this, right? Like, Ninja is here behind this tree. Someone is rushing him in this solo tournament with a Saiga from, like, here, like, a shotgun. A shotgun. And Ninja's just, like, panicking and freaking out, like, oh. And the guy, like, he just lets the guy, like, suppress him with a shotgun and run all the way up to him and kill him. And then after the fact, he did, like, these little, like, stories, like, TikTok-style stories to his channel, like, oh, you know, guys, like, I haven't got my good earphones here. Like, it's just really hard, guys, like... My headset, I can't hear, guys. And that's, and then I think he had another round where he just like threw the biggest lead ever, and me and Jeremy were literally like cheering, watching this tournament. But he just had this massive lead, he just like threw. And I miss when Ninja was just that, a walking joke. He still is to me, but now he's a walking joke with a lot of fans and money. Which isn't as funny, because you laugh, but then you're like, yeah, but that joke is better than you, isn't he? Yeah, shit.
Roger that.
Shit.
Heading to that location.
What? For a beef stream? Oh,
Damn it, missed the target.
I don't even register on the fucking, this is what I'm saying, I don't even register on the fucking Richter scale to be able to have beef with Ninja, because Ninja doesn't even know who I am.
Overwatch.
Oh, you have beef with me? For me, it was Tuesday.
Okay.
Fanny says, yeah, he definitely is the would you get punched for 1 mil, but he actually got that offer.
Oh, shut wide.
Yes, Commander. We'll go.
Where's that sector gone? Does beef have to be mutual to be beef? Well, you have beef with someone, don't you?
Heading there now.
I've thought about this, honestly.
No way.
Because
Ready to engage.
I'm honestly fairly certain that the beef I have with everyone, except for, like, Northern Lion, is completely invisible to all those people. This sometimes depresses me.
Back online.
We're green to go.
We're green to go.
I feel, Commander.
Rock and roll.
Ammunition loaded.
Sometimes I'm depressed by that, and I don't mean that starts me off, but sometimes when I'll be in a depressed mood about, like, the irrelevance of myself in that sense, you know, I'll be like, you ever think about the fact that, like, I fucking hate, like, these 5 streamers that probably have no idea I hate them or that I exist? Don't think Baru ever thinks about me, right?
Okay.
Damn, Beagle's brain be like, you ever think about that, Beagle? I'd be like, yes. Thank you, Beagle's brain, I do think about that. The last time we talked about beef, we were on this fucking map.
I'm watching.
Roger that. Scanning.
Roger that.
Roger that. Scanning.
Is this how we start talking about Choco Taco? Oh, don't let me...
I don't think we're alone.
No, please! Why would you do that? Why would you make me think about Choco Taco? I'd forgotten.
Watch the flanks.
Clear to engage.
5 Muton. Gotta reorient the line of
Trying to
attack.
pull back.
Run, motherfucker.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Oh wait, squad side. I'm stupid. That's okay. We're reorienting anyway. You're not stupid, Beagle. Don't say that about yourself. That's toxic.
Okay.
You're a great streamer who works hard to bring content to the people, and sometimes, Beagle, you make mistakes.
I'm on it, Commander.
And that's alright, Beagle.
Rolling.
On the move.
But you're not stupid. I've internalized this because Jamble always tells me not to call myself stupid. This is some... Jamble's not even here in my room right now, and Jamble's having a positive effect on me.
On Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
This is me internalizing Jamble always saying that. You're not stupid, Beagle. Don't call yourself stupid. 1, 2. I was right. Jamble is right. Jamble is a beautiful soul and partner who makes my life worth living. I love Jamble. Jamble is my world. She is the best. And these mutons... And you have to respect that the mutons do this. You honestly do. Alisaro says, if you weren't a fucking genius, I wouldn't be watching this stream. Whoa, holy shit, hold on. Like, that's putting a lot of pressure on me, okay? That's putting a lot of pressure on me. The way she detailed it yesterday was so sweet. I know, I love that. I still tilted later again, but... it was very sweet. I love her for it. Pyrotex says, fun fact, last time you were on this map, 3 mutons did the exact same thing and you collateraled them with Anime Big Boy. Oh, I could do that if they weren't taking cover properly. Yeah, Bounty, it's always Sally on these ones, right? I know what you mean. No, it's Fujok this time. It's Fujok's turn. Another one bites the dust. I'm gonna push up and I'm gonna get you fuckers.
That's affirmative.
I'm coming to get you!
I'm on the move.
Crusher says, does every XCOM campaign progress to the point where cover doesn't matter? Cover matters, just not in a squad site engagement because you're not being shot at. Cover only matters if you're getting shot at. Oh, I should have panicked. It's too late. I should have gone for the panic there.
They're backing up. Advance.
Going for all of them here. Maybe a crit will kill all of them.
Nailed.
Another one and another one. Not quite all of them.
I'm out of firepower over here.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. No command. All I can do is smoke and move up. Smoke and move up.
On the move.
You think yourself to the sectoid? It's okay because I'm smoking. 3, 5, 7, 7.
Hop and smoke.
It's gonna flee anyway. Wow, they. Don't call the muton it. Don't call the muton it. This creature. Don't even call it a creature beagle. This person. This is a person. This is a person. Creature. Even beagle's doing it. This is a person. Not just a target. Not an it. They might flee because they want to live. They have eyes. They have hopes and dreams. Fear. Emotion. And it's all about to be taken away.
I'm on the move.
We're about to do that.
Overwatch.
I see you, Commander.
People says, yeah, but they also eat cats. So what? You know what? We eat a lot of animals. We eat a lot of damn animals, chat. So what?
Back on.
Cats, just another animal to eat. Alright? In an objective standpoint. So does Alf. So does Alf. So does Alf. Alf also does. The mutons just don't think cats are cute like you do. Cute enough to not eat, that's all. Goodbye.
Kill confirmed.
Hey SWF. Nobody tell SWF about the leak. Tsuchikuma says, I feel like the character trait eats cats is definitely in the 4 section. You know what? That's just your perspective, alright? Is a cat's life worth any more than a cow's? Look me in my blue eyes and you tell me. And people are saying yes. Wrong, fuckers! To you! To you worth more. Are any of our lives worth more in the grand objective scheme of the cosmos? Is my life worth more than a cat's? In the grand scheme of the cosmos? Yes? Why?
On the move. Moving.
SWF Delicious says, I told you XCOM during the startup screen. You leaked within like 3 minutes. No, you're all talking about how valuable is the animal to eat or to sell or to own or to do things for me for work. I'm saying philosophically, trolley problem. Trolley problem. Trolley problem. There is a trolley coming down the tracks. On one trolley, on one side, is 10 cats. On the other is a human being. Which human being? Just a human being. You don't know. You don't know whether the cats are assholes or either. Morally, to you, now this can only ever be subjective, right? This can only be your own moral philosophy. Morally, to you, what is the morally correct choice? Ethically correct choice by your moral and ethical philosophy.
I'm on the move.
You can't run over a cat. The cat is tied to the track. 10 cats tied to the track. Dr. Cheesington says, as a student of philosophy, this hurts you. Explain, Cheesington. Elaborate on that. Expound. Why are there so many runaway trolleys anyway? Who keeps making these trolley problems? That's a good point.
Ready to engage. I don't mind.
Overwatch. Aye, aye. Roger that. Scanning.
Killing time. I got my eyes on.
Cheesington says, I studied philosophy with a particular interest in ethics at university. Oh, I meant, what about the cat and human problem here hurts you?
Heading there now.
Oh shit, you're just dead.
No longer a threat.
I was gonna feed infantry, but I'm feeding scout instead. Whoops.
Moving out.
On my way.
Solid copy.
Spyglass says, save the cat, it's 90 lives for one. Spyglass has decided to take this important and serious conversation
Commander.
and milk it for humor. Cowardly.
Moving to Overwatch.
Nice kill, Commander.
The mark of a coward not able to answer whether they would pick cats or humans. For Moyne says, study ethics, just go with your gut feeling, lament.
I'm on it, Commander.
Dr. Cheesington says, I mean, besides the fact that the correct answer is obvious and objective, most of your attempts to phrase things, I'm sorry. Tell me more. I'm interested in criticism of my attempts to discuss moral philosophy and ethics.
I'm on the move.
Embiggen my perspective on ethics and philosophy, Dr. Cheesington.
Position confirmed.
Embiggen me.
Got it covered. Roger that. Scanning.
Overwatch confirmed.
Roger. I've got my
I'm
eyes
ready.
on.
Come get moving to Overwatch.
Is that command pod now? I hope so.
Listen.
Is there a way to anti-donate to a streamer for being addicted to cats? What? Why am I addicted to cats? I would pick... No, what? How am I addicted to cats? What? Don't involve poor innocent cats in your trolley problem. The cats are hypothetical. There's no real cats here.
Roger that. Scanning. Roger. Got my eyes on. Covering now.
Aye, aye.
I think we're on the way to the UFO now.
Moving to
On
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Cheesington says, I was mostly hurt by the fumbling over whether to refer to someone's morals, ethics, or moral ethical compass. Right, terminology, gotcha. That makes sense.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
You did, however, say the choice is obvious, Dr. Cheeseman. So what is the choice to you? You said the choice was obvious. You said it was... Oh, no, sorry. You said it was obvious and objective.
Moving.
Whereas I imagine it's quite subjective. So what would you say, then, is the obvious and objective answer to trolley problem, 10 cats or 1 human? 10 cats and 1 human, 10 is more than 1. There you go. Sure. But I don't feel that it's subjective because I feel like, isn't it subjective for people to go, but a cat's life is worth less to me because they're not a human being? I feel like many people would pick the humans in that case. In honesty.
Location
In like actual honest
We've got another
answers.
transmission coming in from the council.
And people also say the Earth is flat. What? Yeah, hang on, but that's... The Earth being flat is demonstrably false, but this question is ultimately... It has to be subjective, doesn't it? Because if it... This is what something... Morals and ethics have to be subjective to people. They're not real. Right? It's a concept, it's an abstract. Here we have the whole problem of ethics. Do we though? I don't understand, how is that possible?
Heading for that location. I'm on it, Commander.
Isn't ethics or morals ultimately just the way you live your life and what you think is right or wrong? Therefore, how can they be anything other than subjective?
Scanning.
Roger that. Scanning.
You can't tell someone that factually the right choice is to save the cats or the human. Religion has a lot to say about it. Okay, what's that got to do with it? But what's that got to do with it? That doesn't make that correct. That doesn't make religion objectively correct. It just seems to me like what you're saying is there's, and I'm trying to understand what you're saying here, there's different moral codes, and if you're trying to live by them, then something is morally or ethically right or wrong by that code. But I feel like subjectively, the subjective part is you are picking what you live by.
Moving out.
Afrenian says, God, what beagle moral superiority conversation have I joined now? Whoa, what?
Roger that. Eyes field, Commander.
What?
Overwatch. I feel, Commander.
Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
What? Morals are subjective, ethics are meant to be more universal. Okay. Wait, so...
Got it covered.
Is there like an ethics code that I should be reading? Or are we just talking about like what's agreed upon by the society we live in?
I'm on it, Commander.
It's called the law? No! That's the law! The law is not ethics! That's the law! That's different! The law is the law! And that's important because what's illegal is not necessarily ethically or morally wrong. And what's legal is often not ethically or morally right. Very often!
I'm on my way.
Very different. Like here's a law? Law!
Affirmative. Moving out.
Nick Merrily says, lol, as a law student I would like to disclaim that statement. Which one?
Time to motor.
On Overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch. Roger. Another user.
Ethics, morals, of the law. I was agreeing with you.
Quiet.
Right, yeah.
Do you hear something?
Moving.
I hear him. The god of Vermoin. Oh my god.
I'm on it, Commander.
Moving to position.
No.
Stepping on.
No! This is what happens when the missions do get too easy. This is what happens when Battle Buffer streams come for you.
Confirmed.
I was just trying to say don't call the Muton it, alright? That's all I wanted.
Confirmed. Moving out.
Just call the Muton as a person, that's all I wanted.
Touching down. Understood. Moving out.
Mutons are people.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Oh fuck, the turn hasn't ended.
Field, Commander.
I'm reading chat and staring at Anime Big Boy. Peanut says you were trying to lecture us on treating the Muton like a person while you plan to ruthlessly execute it in 60 seconds. Yeah, you know what? War fucking sucks.
Commander.
You think you can just enjoy it for your fucking video game? Fuck you. War sucks.
Solid copy.
The Muton is a person. We've killed thousands of people in this war. Thousands of aliens. And they were all people. You know what? War fucking sucks.
Move, move, move.
You don't like it? Go back to when you were like 12. And you just thought G.I. Joe was cool.
Double time.
This is reality now. Jake put us in it. I'm just playing it.
10-4.
Moving to
I'm just living.
Affirmative. Covering now.
You playing CC at 12? I was playing CC at 5.
You hear that?
High five. Dr. Ryu says, any of you fucks talking about entropy like people understand shit about science. Alright. So until the end... Peanut says G.I. Joe wasn't cool, it was imperialist propaganda. Yeah, you know that now, but when you were 12 you didn't fucking think that. You weren't 12 years old going, damn, I hate this imperialist propaganda. You weren't saying that shit, don't lie. I was, someone was about to say and smile in Twitch chat. I was about to say that. I knew it was imperialist propaganda. What the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah. This seems like the right vibe right now. So until the end of the mission, until I've killed the outsider pod, or the sectoid pod, everyone who is a subject matter expert in something that rarely comes up is allowed to get mad about it right now in a respectful way. So if you're mad about science, moral philosophy, law, because we were also talking about copyright law before. This has been the mission of people think they know things and they don't. Food safety. People are just screaming it out. Scream it out! There you go. Candidate Play says, man, I really hate Vardy. What? The YouTuber? You mean the YouTuber who does Dark Souls lore bits? I don't think it's what I meant.
On the move.
On my way.
This is like exclamation mark OC, but for people's jobs.
Aye, aye, Commander. Rolling out.
Everyone just needs a chance to talk about shit that no one asks them about sometimes.
Running. Already there.
Moving to designated position.
Exclamation mark jobs.
Moving to Overwatch.
Got it covered.
I'm overwatch. Roger. I got my eyes on it.
My duct tape says, damn, I never get to be mad about soil and rock integrity and construction. Well, you know what, my duct tape? This is your 10 minutes. Get mad. Tell everyone about soil and rock integrity and construction.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Let's do it. I am Cool Dan says it's basically a therapy session by the world's least qualified therapist. Oh, you can get mad about college life, I'll go for it.
Moving to Overwatch.
Empress Spaz says, I'm legit having a hard time being mad at stuff here. Don't worry, someone's gonna be mad at you for not having stuff to be mad about.
Yes, sir.
And then you can be mad about that. Ms. Boo says, I could have been a traffic engineer, now I'll never be. Oh.
Hauling ass.
Moving to Overwatch.
Roger that. Scan on it. What was that? Heading to that location.
Open door. That's right, you tell him, Spraz.
Move order confirmed.
Good job, chat. You've got until the end of the mission.
Rolling out.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Location confirmed.
It's like the Purge, but for
10-4.
emotions. Beagle. Beagle, do you ever think about when you have something in your head just not saying it?
Headed there now.
SDF Delicious says, I'm mad that Beagle never reads the shit I write in XCOM Companion.
Already there.
Understood. Moving out.
Running.
Running.
Oh my god, this is going off.
Stepping off.
Location confirmed.
I can no longer look at chat. I won't even... I can't stop anyone. I must just finish the mission now.
You hear that?
Let's go in the side cocks while the people have their moments.
Everything by the numbers.
How many missions so far today? Just one, just the one so far.
On my way.
Time to motor.
Just the one. We're having kind of a Battle Brothers day so far.
Solid copy, Commander.
SWF says install my mods, install my mods, install my mods.
Moving.
I don't think that was the original intention of this moment.
Nice field, Commander.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Good to go.
But I have to read it out loud or you won't stop saying it.
Come get some.
I'm on it.
I read your angry message, SWF. I did, I just didn't respond to it. Ironically, I intentionally ignored your angry message about me ignoring the things you write. Oh! Is that not flanking me? Oh, I see ya. I see ya, buddy. Are you not flanking me, though? Interesting. Interesting. Interesting.
Moving out.
Has anybody said anything about how rigged the raffle is? So Cam says I keep telling excellent UDP jokes, but no one ever gets them. That makes me sad. What the hell is UDP? Like the networking protocol?
I'm on it, Commander.
I'm on the move.
Wait, was that the joke?
Aye, aye, Commander.
Moving.
Shit.
Heading to that location.
The joke is that UDP packets aren't guaranteed to arrive. Yeah, I can see why I can see you've had trouble getting people to laugh at that. No, Beagle, the joke was... No, I get it! I get it! I do get it!
On Overwatch. Affirmative. Overwatch.
I'm still gonna say that.
Got it covered.
Eyes
Got
peeled,
my eyes
Commander.
Hole Punch Leaf says I try to tell ED jokes, but I can never finish. No, but that game did finish. You're thinking of Star Citizen. That's the game that never finished in space. Ooh, I know what to do!
Defensive position here.
Ooh, I know what to do. This'll be fun.
Laying mines.
Ah, hee 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 ha.
Scanning.
Affirmative. Roger.
Overwatch.
Hamster just says, I can't wait to give Star Citizen to my great-grandchildren on their wedding anniversary. I remember reading a post like that on the Star Citizen Reddit, which was like, it's 2040, and like, I'm dying, and I'm gifting my like, 10-year-old grandson my Star Citizen freelancer, and saying, this is your birthright, you'll get to fly this one day, or your children will. You see that Mind Goblin mod where it's come to? No, what?
Come on. Got my eyes on.
I didn't bring Punchy, sadly, Spraz. No Punchy. Mind Goblin these nuts.
Confirmed mine placement.
Got my eyes on.
Fuck.
Mine in position. Watch your step.
I heard of the community.
Headed there now. Comfort zone.
Neo Deviant highlighted the message and said, see, why it's funny is you got it after retransmission. Also, UDP has unpredictable delays, so... Hey, remember when we were talking about shit that no one asked about? That was your chance to talk about UDP. You could have been screaming about UDP 5 minutes ago. Okay, now we're done with UDP. UDP these nuts, god damn it! Stop it! UDP is stored in the balls.
Heading to that location. Enemies in sight.
Rip to the Mind Goblin! Oh my god! Oh, and the outsider's cover is gone too! Oh fuck! Why is it so funny to me? Like, I knew it was coming! I'd placed 4 mines there! And I knew I knew he was gonna walk on him! I knew it was coming! Dr. Yu says that's a person, you fuck! Why am I laughing so much? Why am I such an awful person? Why do I think that's funny? Why do I think that's funny?
Okay.
Is it... I feel like it's wrong that I laugh like landmines. Like in this game in XCOM 2, like I laugh like landmines are like the pratfalls of video gaming. Like it's not right. It's bad. I shouldn't laugh at that. Let's just do a side panic.
I can hear you scream.
Oh god, that's terrifying. I can hear you scream. Near Deviant says, tragedy is when I get a paper cut, comedy is when somebody I don't know walks into a manhole.
Position confirmed.
Oh, my face hurts.
Already there.
That really got me.
I'm rolling.
That really got me in the laughter right there.
Roger that.
Defensive position, Commander.
Roger that. Scanning.
Moving to Overwatch.
Fuck. But if one of our soldiers stepped on 4 landmines at once, that would be horrific, and we would hate that. But it's really funny when we do it to a mine goblin. That makes it good. Okay, come over here, Cox.
Heading to that location.
Beagle is using hate speech against sectoids. Mind Goblin? I guess. When I call them a Mind Goblin, is that hateful? Now I have to grapple with this.
Flushing target.
Oh, I forgot to feed the infantry. Hey, Yeet and D, come here.
Headed there now.
I like goblins, yeah, but you know what? I can see it.
Position
I
confirmed.
can see it. Maybe I shouldn't call them. I'm gonna call them mine goblins. I think they're cute. I just think they're cute, alright? As a goblin myself. Time to reclaim goblin. As a goblin myself. Good for sectoids.
I'm on the move.
Oh shit, there's more of them. Oh shit. Where?
Moving to target location.
What?
Aye, aye, Commander.
Roger.
Where you at?
Got my eyes on. Locked and loaded.
Oh, hello.
Negative damage.
Choose Giant says, I've watched enough Goblin Slayer anime to know goblins don't deserve any pity.
Taking suppression fire.
I know enough about Goblin Slayer to know I don't trust you anymore. How can I get you? We're about 10 minutes away from someone saying that Yikes is overplayed. That's on a computer, I just removed that cover. Yeah! Here's what I'm gonna do for ya. I'm gonna kill that sectoid. That's what I'm gonna do for you.
Headed there now.
I'm not gonna blow up the UFO. I'm just gonna run up. I'm gonna do that. Yeet and Deet. Oh, I do need to blow the wall up. Never mind. I need to blow the wall up so Yeet and Deet can level.
Moving.
Oh no. Oh yes.
Targeting defensive.
Wait, no! No! I forgot the bug! The bug! Damn it, Beagle, the bug! You fool! I forgot it's a magic spell. I have been hoisted by my own petard. That is super true. Super true. Alright, well.
Planted him.
Everything by the numbers.
Alright, you can't be mad anymore. The mission's over.
Not a single casualty among the entire
Hey,
squad.
congratulations.
That takes a solid effort.
Easy mission, easy mission, easy mission. Easy mission, let's do some more bigs. Let's do some more. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Another mine shield, perhaps. Yes. No, I need that Illyrium for other shit. Firestorm is 90 Illyrium. Okay. Only 9 days till Plasma Dragons. The roster looks good for gene modding here. We should start gene modding the gunners. Not the heat gunners, but the other gunners. What's the most important gene mod to get in our gunners? Probably Iron Skin, right? You should get Iron Skin on everyone more than Secondary Heart. Can I afford the meld now? Yes. I'm through building mech stuff. I can once again afford to do meld stuff, so we gotta get that DR for our gunners.
I'll have the selected volunteer sent to surgical.
Thinking no.
Contact detected.
Commander, our failure to respond to the latest UFO contact is sure to displease the Council. One of our top priorities is to maintain satellite coverage over the Council's member nations.
It's abduction
Commander,
time.
we're receiving several urgent requests for assistance. There are abductions in progress at each marked site on the hologlobe.
Here we go. Let's level up. Did I? What's important is, did Cox get his braining in? Yes, he got his braining in. So I could just fatigue Cox, double up on Cox for that big brain. But he might be out for too long. Ms. Boo. Und Slippo. No infantry available, watch out. Zhang has to come out of the side tube, I think. Sorry, Zhang. Sorry, champ. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Cox. Rise and shine. You passed your side training. You have side panic now. Put Ms. Bill in and take another heat gun if you can. Why would I put Ms. Bill in the tube? Why would I do that? You's about to get tech Sergeant, that'll be good. Should we wait for level 2 Psi is why? Ms. Boo has been level for Ready 2 Psi for a fucking year. You are like one of the original people who's been failing for like 2 months. I'm well aware that Ms. Boo is ready. Okay, but this is Mexico gaming? Yeah! But what's more important is heat gaming. Heat gaming is more important. That's gonna bring Sally. Because everyone's a little fatigued. Shogun. Yeah, I let too many heat gunners die, that's right. Infantry, gunner, scout, infantry, sniper, shogun. Medic, I'm missing a medic. Thank you, Pencil. That's good to know. I am glad to have your consent for making you a mech. Thank you. We also have another heat gunner. No, we just kind of lost too many without realizing it a while ago. You think you'll try and raise up more heat gunners when you get request sergeants? No. The problem is that now that sergeants are finally a thing, sergeants are kind of too low. As well, you kind of want tech sergeants now, so not unless... Like, I'm bringing a sergeant on this mission, I wish I wasn't. Really wish I wasn't. Time for the new loadout, I just realized. Yes! Ultimate speed! Sergeant gunners are pretty okay, they can still suppress, just be more careful to make sure they're in the back. The thing about bringing non-double tap gunners is you then get punished when you have those turns against mechtoids, big bosses, a whole bunch of berserkers rush you, ethereals. That's the problem with double tap gunners, is you lose a lot of that all-important damage against those enemies that are about to break your line. So that's why it's kind of hard to take sergeant gunners. It's not about them surviving, it's about the squad wiping. Okay, let's go gaming.
Dropship has...
Sorry, night.
We'll be deploying to Russia for this one. We've just received another report of an abduction in progress in a densely populated urban center. If we allow the aliens to succeed, it's going to spread panic throughout the area.
The pizzeria truck stop is in a densely populated urban center.